Everything's still covered in ice. We're right between the snow and the rain. So that really made things interesting. Happy the sun's out. This is all gonna melt off. But the greenhouse is warm. That's why I'm happy the sun's out. I grabbed a couple more seed heads on my way to the greenhouse. These seeds are the red coneflower. The purple one I have plenty of. I do have a picture of the red coneflower on the deck, so I'll show that. Got some new flowers. So the milk jug is cut so that you can open it. The top remains on, and I put holes in the bottom. I used a knife. I think the knife, I've used knives and scissors, and I honestly think a sharp knife works the best. So in order for this to stay like this, I have to put dirt in it. I have a heavy layer and it's only one bud. I got a dirty glove and patted it down. Now I'm going to sprinkle some dirt on top. Maybe 1/8 of an inch. Not much. Then we're going to tape it up. I have tape in here because this is, I think, my 5th one. I used painter's tape to tape this thing back together, because that's what I have laying around my house. And I have labeled it red coneflower because that's what I know it by. Good enough. And I'm going to start one in here too. I have a lot of seeds on the table. I might as well start one in a cup. It should come up like a test pot. It should come up in March, early in the year. I brought the mint in. I was walking by it and seeing that beautiful color on it. I decided to bring the mint inside. I cut all the old dead growth off and gave it to chickens. Pull out these helicopters. My African daisy hasn't bloomed yet, but this is new this year, this African daisy. It'll be the first one that bloomed. And I also have an English daisy that I had a real hard time sprouting, but did finally get some to stay alive after sprouting. I used a bigger pot, a pot this size, 6-inch pot, and whatever was going wrong with them corrected itself. And I put them in the shade and out of the rain, like underneath the table on the deck. And they finally got a couple inches tall, and I put them in the garden. And I'll have to show you the picture on the seed pack because I don't have anything else to show you there. My containers, I was able to stack them on the heat mat. So those are propagations. I have room for growth down there, which is what I was going for. I want to try to propagate my kiwi, and there's always stuff that I forget and then go back and propagate. Like my pussy willow. I did that one recently. There's last year's blackberry that I seeded. Hopefully this year I'll find a good spot for it. Put it in the ground. And spinach is over here in the corner. And you know what? I'm going to put this in greenhouse 1 because I actually want this to sprout right now. I don't see anything in there. Nope. I'm going to put it in another greenhouse. Shall we see what's going on in here? The water didn't freeze. Yeah, everything looks good. It's going to be really cold tonight, so I'm putting the plastic back down. Here's my outdoor collection. Blackberry, lupine, pansies, not very dark, you can't see it, but I can see it, and the red coneflower. And I have spinach in greenhouse too. We'll go check on it. Here's my purple coneflowers. They're all iced over, falling down. I have to move these this year. I love this flower, the butterflies, the birds, like everybody loves this flower. And they have reseeded for me like crazy, and they're big and spreading that way. Just gonna find them another spot, a bigger spot. When they enlarged my garden, my path shrank by a lot. Found a picture of my blueberries. And I did, I have one out there in the blueberry patch that's propagation. This is my eucalyptus that I brought in the stairway. Then I brought it in the house after it had been in there for, gosh, weeks. And when I brought it in, it was just really crispy. It had gone crispy out there. But I really liked the twig that was left behind after I got all the crispy leaves off. And I've decided to treat it like it's a dormant. The other one in the barnyard is looking fabulous. You know, who would have thought the barnyard would be a place for eucalyptus? But I do heat in there just to knock off the edge when it's cold.